Hey, what's up, Show Insider fam? Before we dive into this one, if you're new here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button real quick. We break down everything MLB, from the biggest contracts to the behind-the-scenes drama the mainstream won't tell you about. All right, let's get into it. The Los Angeles Dodgers just dropped 4 years and $240 million on Kyle Tucker. That's $60 million per season. And here's the kicker: their total payroll for 2026 now sits at $413 million. Meanwhile, the Chicago White Sox are running an entire franchise on $62 million. The Athletics, $79 million. This isn't competitive balance anymore. This is financial warfare. And now StephenASmith and Jeff Passan are confirming what insiders have been whispering for months. MLB owners want a salary cap, and they're willing to burn the sport down to get it. The Dodgers have become everything small market owners fear. After back-to-back World Series titles in 2024 and 2025, they didn't slow down. They doubled down. Tucker's deal carries the highest average annual value in baseball history, surpassing even Juan Soto's record. But Tucker isn't their only weapon. They've got Shohei Ohtani on a 10-year, $700 million contract, Mookie Betts locked up long-term, Freddie Freeman anchoring first base, and now Tucker patrolling the outfield with a contract that pays him more per year than some teams spend on their entire roster. Their luxury tax payroll doesn't just exceed the threshold, it obliterates it by over $169 million. They're paying a luxury tax bill of $162 million, which is literally higher than the Brewers' entire payroll. But here's where it gets wild. The Dodgers structured Ohtani's deal with $680 million in deferred money. He's only making $2 million per year right now, with the rest paid out from 2034 to 2043. That means his contract barely touches their current books, giving them room to go nuclear on guys like Tucker. It's genius. It's also exactly why 30 other owners are losing their minds. How do you compete with a team that can defer payments a decade into the future while stacking Hall of Famers like trading cards? You can't. And that's the problem driving this entire salary cap conversation. Jeff Passan showed up on the Pat McAfee show in mid-January and confirmed what everyone suspected. Owners, led by Commissioner Rob Manfred, are aggressively pushing for a salary cap in the next collective bargaining agreement, and they're not being subtle about it. According to Passan, owners have been privately discussing this for months, framing it as the only way to save competitive balance. They point to the Dodgers as Exhibit A, a team spending $400 million while the Pirates, Rays, and White Sox scrape by on rosters that cost less than Tucker's contract alone. Owners claim they're losing billions without cost certainty. They argue fans in small markets are tuning out because their teams can't afford to compete. And they're saying the gap between the haves and have-nots is destroying the integrity of the game, but players aren't buying it. The MLB Players Association has fought against a salary cap for over 40 years. They know what it really means. It's not about competitive balance, it's about suppressing salaries. A hard cap would kill mega deals like Soto's 15-year, $765 million contract with the Mets. It would end the era of players cashing in on open market bidding wars. Right now, elite free agents can shop themselves to the highest bidder. With a cap, that power disappears. Teams hit a spending ceiling, and players lose leverage. The union sees it as owners trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist, all while pocketing record revenue-sharing checks and local TV deals. And here's the thing: this isn't just talk. The current CBA expires on December 1st, 2026. That's less than a year away. Negotiations are set to begin this spring, and both sides are digging in. The last time MLB had a work stoppage was 2021, when a lockout delayed the start of the season. Fans are terrified it's about to happen again. The MLBPA already voted to divert 100% of their licensing income into a war chest, preparing for a prolonged fight. They're not backing down. And owners, they're using the Dodgers' spending spree as ammunition, telling the public that without drastic changes, baseball will become a two-tier league where only big market teams can win. But there's a twist to this story that nobody talks about. Some analysts are arguing that players would actually make more money under a salary cap system if it includes a salary floor. Right now, teams like the White Sox, Athletics, and Rays can run payrolls under $100 million and pocket the rest. There's no rule forcing them to spend. A cap and floor system, like the NBA and NFL use, would require every team to hit a minimum payroll. That means more money flowing to mid-tier and lower-tier players. Stars like Ohtani and Soto might take a hit, but the average player could see a huge boost. In the NBA, even bench players make millions because teams have to spend to the floor. In baseball, you've got guys making league minimum, while owners bank revenue-sharing cash. Here's the math. If MLB implemented a cap at, say, $300 million with a floor at $200 million, every team would be required to spend at least $200 million. That's a massive increase for half the league. The White Sox would have to more than triple their current payroll. The A's would nearly triple theirs. All that extra money goes to players. Meanwhile, the Dodgers and Mets would get reined in, but every other team would spend more. The total player pool could actually increase, but there's a catch: superstars lose out. Instead of Soto getting $765 million, maybe he gets $400 million. Instead of Tucker at $60 million per year, maybe he maxes out at $40. The union has always prioritized protecting the elite, and that's why they've historically rejected caps. The 2026 offseason has only made this fight uglier. Soto signed the biggest contract in American sports history with 0 deferrals. The Mets are paying him straight cash, no gimmicks. Bo Bichette got 3 years and $126 million from New York. Dylan Cease landed 7 years and $210 million with the Blue Jays. Pete Alonso signed 5 years and $155 million with the Orioles. Teams are spending like there's no tomorrow because they know a cap might be coming. It's the last hurrah before the bar closes. And the Dodgers? They're the ones ordering bottle service at 2 a.m., daring anyone to stop them. But owners are armed with data. The gap between the Dodgers and the bottom tier is unprecedented. $413 million versus $62 million for the White Sox. That's a 6-to-1 ratio. In the NFL, the gap between the highest and lowest payrolls is maybe 20%. In the NBA, it's even tighter. Baseball is the Wild West, and owners are tired of it. They're telling players that competitive balance is dead, that fans in Cleveland and Pittsburgh have no hope, and that something has to change. They're threatening a lockout if the union doesn't negotiate. And they've got public opinion on their side. Casual fans see the Dodgers winning back-to-back titles and spending like a nation-state, and they think the system is broken. Passan's comments on the Pat McAfee show made it clear this is happening. Owners aren't bluffing. They've been building toward this for years. The luxury tax penalties have gotten steeper, but teams like the Dodgers just eat the cost. The Dodgers paid $169 million in luxury tax last year and didn't flinch. They're paying even more this year. Tax penalties don't work when teams are printing money, so owners want a hard line. A cap that actually stops spending, not just taxes it. And they're willing to shut down the sport to get it. The union's counter is simple: don't punish success. The Dodgers spend because they can. They've got a massive market, a rich TV deal, and ownership committed to winning. Why should they be limited? Other teams could spend more if they wanted to. The A's, White Sox, and Rays aren't poor, they're cheap. Their owners are pocketing revenue-sharing money instead of investing in rosters. A salary floor would fix that problem without capping the top, but owners don't want a floor without a cap. They want both. And that's where negotiations will explode. What's really at stake here is the future of contracts like Ohtani's and Soto's. If a cap comes in at $300 million, those deals are extinct. Tucker's $60 million per year? Gone. The era of half-billion-dollar contracts ends. Players become commodities again, slotted into payroll structures instead of commanding their worth on the open market. And small market teams? They'd be forced to spend, but they'd also have a ceiling that prevents the Dodgers from lapping them 4 times over. It's a total restructuring of baseball's economy. December 1st, 2026 is the expiration date. If the two sides don't reach a deal, another lockout is inevitable. Spring training gets delayed, the season gets shortened, fans get furious, and all of it comes down to one question: does baseball need a salary cap? Owners say yes, players say hell no. And guys like Stephen A. and Passan are just confirming what insiders already know. This fight is going to get ugly. The Dodgers' spending spree with Tucker might be the final straw that forces the league to blow everything up and start over. Because right now, baseball is 2 leagues in one: the haves and the have-nots. The Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, and Phillies operating in one stratosphere, while the rest scrape by, and with the CBA deadline looming, something's got to give. Either owners get their cap, or the union draws a line and prepares for war. One thing's for sure, 2026 is going to be a defining year for baseball's future. And it all started with a $60 million per year outfielder and a bunch of angry owners who've had enough. So what do you think? Should MLB finally pull the trigger on a salary cap? Or is this just owners crying broke while they rake in billions? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear if you're team cap or team free market. And if you think the Dodgers are ruining baseball or just playing the game better than everyone else, let me know. This CBA showdown is going to define the next decade of baseball, and we'll be covering every twist and turn right here on the show Insider. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the chaos when negotiations heat up this spring. We've got breakdowns, analysis, and all the insider info you need to stay ahead of the game. Hit that like button if this video opened your eyes to what's really happening behind the scenes. I'm out. Catch you in the next one.